Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are warmly welcome. My name is Erica and thank you so much for stopping by. And to my old subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support as always. So just by the picture you are seeing and the video you are seeing, we are preparing this delicious authentic Ghana goat meat light soup. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first you would need your goat meat. I have mine here, which I am laying on my baking tray. What I'm doing is I want to broil this for about 30 minutes just to get the fat out of the meat. You can go ahead and use it fresh, but I always prefer to broil it a little bit before I use it for my soup. So there it goes into the oven, and I will broil this at 370 degrees for 30 minutes. And so once it is okay, I will take it out of the oven, and this is how it looks. Most of the fat has melted out of the meat, so I will place them in my pan and get my other ingredients ready to start with it. So I also have smoked mackerel here that I smoked it myself. It was fresh and I smoked it. I'll be using that as well. Okay, and for my natural spices, I have Scotch bonnet peppers. I have star anise, which is about 1 teaspoon of that. I have coriander seeds. I also have anise seeds or nketenkete, which is 1 teaspoon as well. And then I have ginger. I also have shallot, 1 small piece of that. And then I have garlic to go with it. And then I have 2 beef stock cubes. I also have Remie goat seasoning powder. And then I have some mushrooms here as well. I have 10 tomatoes. And then I have salt to taste. And I also have some fresh tomatoes and onions to go with as well. And then I have some chopped onions as well. And so yeah, let's get right into cooking. So I am adding some salt to my meat, and I would say about 1 tablespoon of salt. And then I will add my stock cubes to it, beef stock cube, and then a teaspoon of Remie goat seasoning powder. And then I will add my chopped onions to it as well. And then I will blend all my natural ingredients or spices. I have added 1 Scotch bonnet pepper to it, and then once that is blended, I would add that to my meat, and then I will rinse off the blender and add the water to it. Once I have it all ready, I will then cover it and bring it to a boil. So after about 5 minutes, I will check back on my meat and it's looking good. So I will stir everything up, making sure that my meat is well coated with the spices, and I will add my 10 tomatoes at this point. Yeah, and this is the part where you would want the meat to taste good, so all your spices has to be right. And then at this point I would add my onions, and with the onions I like to make a little incision on it so that it can cook well, especially on the inside. And then I will add that first. I like to cook the onions first because it's usually hard, so I'll put that on it, and then I will cover and bring it to a boil. And then after about 10 minutes I will check back on it, and it's looking good and nice. So I am stirring it and making sure that it is not burning. And so at this point I will add my tomatoes, and then I will add my Scotch bonnet pepper. You can use the pepper to your preference. And so yeah, at this point I'll add a little bit of water just to make sure that it has enough water and it doesn't burn. So I will then cover it up and continue cooking. So after about 10 minutes I am checking back on it, and it's time for me to blend my onions and tomatoes. So I will take them out of the soup and with including my Scotch bonnet pepper, and then I will blend everything. Once it is well blended and smooth, I will add it back to my soup, and then I will rinse my blender. Because I will not be blending anything else, I will then add the water to the quantity that I prefer. And with the thickness of the soup, it depends on you. If you like it thicker, then you would use less water, and if you like it light, you will use more water. Okay, so once I have the water to the quantity I prefer, I will taste for salt, and mine needed a little bit of salt, so I added it to it. I stirred everything nicely and I continued to cook the soup. So after about 25 minutes of cooking the soup, I'm checking back on it and it looks nice. It is cooking very well, and yeah, I am mixing it up, and as you can see, oil has begun to form on it. It's an indication that the soup is almost ready. So I will then add my mushrooms and then cook it for another 5 minutes. So at this point I will add in my smoked mackerel. Because the mackerel was cooked already, this is the right time to add it. If you add it from the beginning, it might all break into pieces and you might not be able to see it. So this is the right time to add it. And then once everything is added, oh my god, the soup looks good and my kitchen smells good and delicious as well. And then yeah, once that is done, I will add my Scotch bonnet pepper for myself. I like to have my light soup spicy, so I will add that. And family, this is looking good. It looks very, very yummy. So for goat light soup, you can enjoy it on its own just as it is, or you can enjoy it with rice, yam, or anything you prefer to have it with. So yeah, it looks good. For me, I am going with fufu, and yeah, that is my fufu right there. And come and let us enjoy this delicious fufu and goat light soup. I hope you give this recipe a try and let me know how you liked it if you happen to try it. Thank you so much once again for sticking with me till this point. And do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Thank you and see you in my next one. Bye for now.